Good morning, everyone. That's Nick laughing in the background. I'm Lindsay. Welcome to Coffee and Cookies. It's already been an entertaining morning. I already need a nap.
Need a nap.
I need a nap, yes. Welcome to Wednesday. It's the middle of the day. I mean, the middle of the week. Oh my gosh. See, I need a nap. Yeah. Nick threw me. Nick's throwing me off this morning.
So good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to Coffee and Cookies. Today's episode is sponsored by Lindsay's laughter.
I'm not even the one laughing.
Today's show is sponsored by Nick's laughter.
There you go.
So we were having a conversation before the show started, and we're gonna talk about this. And I cannot wait to see how the comments light up. The comments light up because I was told to watch this movie. It would be so funny, and I was like, oh,
so funny.
Would it be just as funny if you flip the script? Because Amber thinks this movie is hilarious too. Like the exact scene that you described to her was the exact scene that she told me, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can see how that's funny.
Okay. We have to bring in the audience. So
bring the audience in. What are we talking about?
Have y'all ever seen The Other Woman?
What is this, a movie? Is this a TV show?
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. And
it's a movie. And who's in it? Who's in it?
Cameron Diaz.
Okay.
And
oh my gosh, right? Because she's like the flight attendant or something like that. No, she's an attorney. Yeah, she's an attorney.
Yeah, I actually do. I'm really bad with like actor names unless they're like. See, I can't even.
So in this movie, there's a lady. She owns a business, right?
She's a partner in a law firm.
This
is Cameron Diaz. She is dating this guy who is Nicolaj Coster-Waldau.
Just call him Nick.
Yeah, he Wow.
Oh, that's a negative ghost.
But he plays in Game of Thrones.
Yes, I know exactly who he is.
Okay, so and then there's Leslie Mann. She plays Kate. She's the wife of this guy. And then there's another one, Kate Upton. She plays another girlfriend of this guy.
Right.
So all these women meet and realize that they're all dating and being involved with the same guy, right? So they all team up and like start messing
with him. They start messing with him.
Yeah, they give him estrogen pills, enough for like a transsexual.
No. Just Jack's with his hormones. Morning Sean. Morning Rosalie. Morning Angel.
Hair removal stuff in his shampoo,
there
so
he
starts
right?
losing his hair.
Right.
She brushes the toilet with his toothbrush.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
mean.
Nasty stuff.
Mean. Just evil. So we're talking about this, and it's funny because Amber actually told me this about this show, like probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. She's like, and she's doing exactly what you were doing, just dying laughing. Like,
so funny.
It's just so funny, right? It's so funny. So of course,
Dustin laughs at this part. Like Dustin laughs at it
right?
too. It's not just me. It's not just women. It's funny.
Sure.
It's funny.
So of course, I'm gonna come in here and be like, all right, let's flip the script.
Okay.
Let's say that there's one woman, and she's married to a guy, and she has 2 other boyfriends on the side. And they all find out about each other.
Sure.
And they do the exact same thing, but it's to a woman.
Okay.
And Amber was like, no, that's not funny. And Lindsay was like, no, that's not funny. And I'm like, ooh.
Okay. But it's not for the reasons that you think.
No, how would it not be funny? You could take the exact same script, flip the genders, and it's not funny.
I just like
see.
But I'm trying to play the scenes. The funny scenes are like when he's being all emotional and his hormones are all like, and he's having a meltdown.
Yes.
Okay. That to me is funny. I can't picture like when a woman getting all jacked up on testosterone, like it doesn't seem funny to me.
See, Sean thinks it'd be hilarious.
That would be funny. That, like what Sean said, would be funny.
It would be funny.
Yeah. Some of it. I just can't. I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to imagine the scene in my head that is hilarious in this
if it was flip flopped. Like, here we go, right? Like, let's say you had like let's say like one of the guys that she's married to is The Rock. The other guy is he's real pretty. He was in Free Guy.
Ryan Reynolds. And then Jason, is it Jason Tatum? Jason
Tatum. Okay, so here we go, right? I'm going to set the stage. I'm going to set the stage, okay? You have a woman, and who just name a really attractive female actor.
Do you remember I said I was bad with actor names?
Okay, so hey, y'all in the comments, can someone drop a name of an attractive female actor, okay? And she's married to The Rock, okay? But she's dating Jason Tatum. Is it Jason Tatum? Someone. Yeah, Statham. Thank you. No, not Jason Statham.
He was a guy who played in.
Amber, he's in that dance movie that you like. Jennifer Aniston. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, let's flip the script. You have Jennifer Aniston, and she's married to Ryan Reynolds. Okay, she's married to Ryan Reynolds.
Why not The Rock?
Because Ryan Reynolds is just way more funny. Okay, or Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum. Thank you, Amber.
Channing Tatum.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
And she's dating The Rock and Channing Tatum on the side, and they all find out, and they do this exact same script, but to Jennifer Aniston. Is that funny? That'd be hilarious. But to you, if you watch Women's Eyes when you flip this.
No, I would watch that.
You would. Mm-hmm. But it wouldn't be as funny because it's happening to a woman instead of a guy.
It depends on the writing. What
if Adam Sandler was in it?
Adam Sandler?
Oh, yeah. Him and Jennifer Aniston have great chemistry on sets.
Okay, yes, the movie, just go with it.
Right.
It's freaking hilarious.
Right. But seriously, and the whole point I'm getting at here.
But, okay, that movie would get a lot more criticism than
it would be
the other woman.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. In today's day and time,
yes,
that movie probably wouldn't even make it to the big screen. It'd be stuck on Netflix. Wait a second. I can't even downgrade that to Netflix because like Free Guy came out on, no, that was Disney Plus. Free Guy came out on Disney Plus, but it was in the movie theater first. So no, but I mean, seriously, it wouldn't, because you flip the genders, that would not make it to the big screen. It wouldn't.
And your point?
That is the only point I'm trying to make, is be careful because you think, yes, it's funny. I think Rotten Tomatoes gave it 9.5 out of 10. Oh my gosh. Sean just derailed me. It's funny, but sometimes you have to flip the script to see, hey, is it funny the other direction too? Okay.
I think that's why they call it a chick flick.
Yes, probably so.
What's a guy's flick? What's that called? Like
a guy's flick? Yeah. Iron Man. Marvel.
No, those are called action movies. What's a guy flick?
I don't know.
See, they don't have that category.
Yet.
They don't have it.
Yet.
There's no guy flicks.
Yes, they're called action movies.
No, because everybody enjoys it. Well, not everybody.
Yeah.
But both genders enjoy action
And
movies.
just like both genders enjoy chick flicks.
They do.
Just not Nick. Top Gun. Oh, right, bro. Top Gun.
That's a guy flick.
That's a guy flick. And there's romance in Top Gun. I don't know where, but there's some romance in there somewhere. Like, because the character Tom Cruise likes
a flick have to have romance?
Wait, what?
Why does it have to have romance?
What? I'm so lost right now.
Anyway, that's stereotyping flicks.
Yes.
As romantic.
Absolutely. Name a chick flick that is not romantic in some form or fashion? The Other Girl. It's not romantic at all.
The Other Woman?
The Other Woman. Is it romantic at all?
Romantic?
It's not romantic. It's a chick flick, but it's not romantic. Is it? Is there? I haven't seen the movie. I'm not going to watch the movie. So I haven't. I know more about the movie from you and Amber talking about it and laughing. Like, I remember Amber was laughing. Just
so funny.
Yes,
so
like
funny.
Gone Girl. Gone Girl's a chick flick. I don't know. I've never seen that one either.
I haven't seen that one. It must not have romance or it must not be a comedy. So
no, it's probably both. Diane has a good likes movies.
ooh,
Yes, Diane's good in her movie. I can't remember the name of the.
that's me. Yeah, that's why I was like,
Morning, Mohammed. How you doing today, buddy? All right, so that is our opener because that's what we were talking about before we were on camera. 50 Shades. Oh no, that's a chick flick. You want it? We're not going down that. So here we go. Right?
Are
you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
No,
Are you ready?
no,
Yeah. Good, because we're not doing it.
Good.
All right, so we're gonna change topics. I'm gonna tell you guys about this morning. This whole morning up to about maybe 10 minutes before we got on camera.
See, when we started talking about the other woman. See, totally made your day.
Amber and I have been at a sink, and it has thrown our entire morning off. Like, I'm frustrated about something. I'm trying to communicate with her. She's not hearing what I'm saying. She's talking, but I'm not understanding what she's saying. And by the end of it, I'm in the car, and 90% of the drive over here was me being silent. And that's how Lindsay knows there's something wrong. Right? No, Sean, we're not doing 50 Shades of Grey. It's just not going to happen, bro. Hey, when you start your whiskey and cigar show, then you could talk about that. That should not be your first episode. Just letting you know right now.
Or maybe it should be.
Well, it depends on your audience, right? So it was interesting to me because after we got here, I was like, wow, we were really out of sync. And it
I got a chick flick. Sorry. I know you're trying to.
Goodness gracious. So I'm going to finish my story and then you can hop back to the movie stuff, okay? And it was amazing how much it threw off my entire morning because I wasn't able to communicate with my spouse. So my question, you guys, as a serious question, not as well, it's probably going to want to be a laughable question. like what? How do you guys do you guys go through the entire day out of sync and then try to have a conversation at the end of the day? Or do you try to go, or do you call that person and go, listen, we were out of sync. Let's have this conversation real quick so we can get back.
See, they're not going to let you have your moment.
So here we go. No, seriously. Or do you get on the phone and try to have that conversation so you can at least start that racing process before you even get home? Dirty Dancing is a good movie.
That's a very romantic movie.
I've never seen it.
How do you know it's a good movie then?
Amber told me.
Steel Magnolias.
I don't even know what that is.
That's a chick flick without any romance.
How does it? Okay, so what is a chick flick without romance? Colin fixes up her. Ooh, right, Diane? See, Diane's with me on this.
So, okay, but there's some people that.
You don't have to fix it. You don't have to fix it over the phone, Diane, right? But do you at least start the process to get back in sync?
I feel like we're a barrel of squirrels today.
Oh my goodness. I love it. I absolutely love this. Like, we're going movies, we're going relationships, we're going movies, we're going relationships.
Oh my goodness.
You know what's bad? Like, I need to go back the last 3 days of comments because we hop right from this right into work so quickly. I'm like, I got to do comments. I'm putting out time for comments today.
Yeah.
We're working late today. Dustin, you might need to come pick up Lindsay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyway, some people don't even know you're out of sync.
Whoa, easy with the heaviness here. Like, what do you mean married people don't know when they're out of sync?
Well, maybe they are not as aware as the other person, or maybe just that other person feels out of sync.
Well, then if you're the one who understands and feels out of sync, then you need to be doing the phone call. Mm. Like, hey, I felt like we were out of sync. Did you feel it as well? Or I felt like we were out of sync. Is there something that maybe we need to talk about and understand that maybe we don't need to talk about it now, but is there something that we can just, is there something like that's just maybe on your heart that we can talk about later? Just share with me what let me share with you. Don't put it on them. Let me share with you about what happened this morning, about why I believe we're out of sync. And let's just talk about it later, right? Just know that I love you. I care about you, and yeah, we'll talk about when I get home and after we put the kids to bed. Like, there's nothing wrong with addressing, if you feel out of sync, if you feel out of sync and you can't have a simple conversation like that with your spouse, you being out of sync is not the issue.
Wow.
Yes.
Way to go heavy.
No, let's
me out for being heavy.
No. Okay, hold on a second. Let's look at this real quick. It can just be acknowledgement of, hey, we're off this morning. Let's chat more tonight, right? I love you. See, I said it, and then Diane actually probably typed it now that I'm reading, because that was a minute ago. And then let's see, Rosalie.
See, but that's yeah.
Ooh, okay. So Rosalie starts with a prayer. Like, I know.
But did you hear the first part? I like to be mad for a bit.
Oh. Rosalie likes to growl at people. Rawr. Here we go. You ready?
I actually side with Rosalie because you know because sometimes I'm mad at you.
That's what happens when you work with people. Oh, Angelina. Oh, yeah, man.
Like I have to process through it first before I have the control over my emotions.
Yes.
To have an actual conversation without getting more upset in the situation.
Right.
So like I can't always call my husband and say, "Hey, we were off," because I'm not fully in control of my own self. And if I'm not in fully control of my own self, I should not be making that phone call yet.
I'm not telling you to make that phone call yet.
Oh, just said
I'm saying you should make the phone call. I didn't say make the phone call while you're angry, emotional, and growly and being fierce. Like, take a deep breath. Oh, I realize we're out of sync. Now I need to make the phone call. You want to know what's funny? Rosalie, as sweet as she is, I wonder what her anger, like, Rosalie reminds me of one of those people, like, you don't want to make angry because she's so nice and she feeds you and she's just so sweet to you that if she has to sit down and has to have a come to Jesus meeting with you, you messed up. Like, you messed up.
Yeah, because she never does anything wrong. She's never in the wrong.
You want to know what? There's another woman that's in Diane. You'll appreciate this. Mary Jane. If you mess up and Mary Jane has to have a sit down meeting with you, not her husband Greg. Her husband Greg's a big guy. He's a big guy. But if little Mary Jane has to sit down and have a little meeting with you, you messed up. And you better listen. And it's going to be scary. That little lady's can be scary. Seriously, like, here we go. So you don't want to see it, believe me. Like who in your life, I'm going to ask this question to the audience. Who in your life, if they have to have a sit down conversation with you, that you're like, I'm actually nervous about having that conversation because I know they're going to call me out. And I know if I'm having a conversation with that person, I'm messed up. Do you have anyone that's older than you that if they have to do that with you, that you're like, ooh, right? Diane, right? Mary Jane, like, whoo, I do know. Yes, Rosalie, I do know you. Do you have anyone like that if they had to sit down with you, a woman had to sit down with you, you'd be like, this one's going to be, I messed up. Ooh, Angelina says Marianne. Interesting. Do you not have anyone? You don't want to say. Do you want me to keep going?
You asked the audience. You didn't ask me.
Okay. Do you want, can I ask you? Can I ask you now?
Um, the person that comes to my mind is Connie Lancaster.
Ooh, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, yeah.
All right, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this? You mess up, and you know Nick. You have to have you have to have a conversation with Nick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me. You messed up. We're about to have a heart to heart because you messed up. You're like, okay.
I grab a tissue.
Right. All right. Now here we go. You ready? You messed up. You have to have a heart to heart with Amber. Which one's scarier? Really?
Neither.
Well, that's because you're like a really close friend of ours.
Because I love you.
Yeah, right.
And I know you love me.
Well, no, because so like I've had this. So we were having this conversation. I was like, I've had people tell me like, Nick, you're loud, your energy, but honestly, like, if I have to have a heart to heart with Amber, like that's gonna carry a bit more weight to it. That's gonna be a bit more scary because she's so nice. Like, and we joke about that, right? Like Amber could get away with murder.
You're the sweet and sour in the Sour Patch. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Sour Patch Kids. That's what I call you guys. You're the Sour Patch
How
couple.
am I the sour?
I'm
Never
pretty
mind.
sure everybody in
Never
the audience is going to agree with me that you're the sour and Amber's the sweet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because you know what? Because there's those. I think of those commercials where the animated Sour Patch Kids, they come up and they like smack the kid in the face. Yeah, that's totally you. And then they give him a hug. That's totally Amber.
Oh my goodness, that's greatness. Good morning, Stephanie. How are you doing today? Let's see.
Yeah.
I said hi to Angel. Yeah, okay. Let's go over here. Oh, let's go to the other channel. There we go. Right. Okay, so I have another question for you.
I'm a little nervous.
You should be nervous. I almost have my voice back. I hope y'all are ready for this. Okay. I was frustrated this morning, and my daughter London was just let us mom like, what? Why is Dad frustrated? Like, why is he frustrated by this, or why is he angry? Right?
She asked Mom.
She asked Mom this. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you. Someone has my back finally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and it's interesting now because London has started to understand that when I'm frustrated, I'm not frustrated with her. I'm frustrated at a choice that she made. And because of that, it's no longer the energy is transferred to her now. It's now transferred to that decision. Mm. And now even, and Amber and I were talking about this last night, like even if I have to use my louder voice like that, like London's like, okay, I get it. Like I made a wrong decision. Let's go work on the decision now. Right. And I like that. I like that a lot because how many parents out there don't teach their kids that it was the decision that I'm mad at. They teach the kid it's you I'm mad at. And the kid winds up shutting down or the kid winds up developing a very low self-esteem because the parent keeps directing it at the kid and not the actual problem. Now, let's take this a step further, right? Now you get into a marriage or you get into a relationship and you disagree with your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend and you start saying it's you versus, oh, it's the decision you made. Right? I'm going to bring that all the way back here to this morning. Amber and I were at a sink. I'm not mad at Amber. Amber's not mad at me. We're mad at the fact of a decision that was not able to be resolved. Right? So when you talk to your kids, make sure that you're letting them know that you're not angry with them, that you're actually angry at the decision. Or you're not frustrated with them, you're frustrated at the decision, right? Or if they do something right, you're proud of them for making the right decision.
You said you had a question for me.
I did?
Did anybody else hear that? Yeah.
I had more of a statement to make. More of a statement. So,
Apparently.
so Lindsay,
Nick, is this where the question comes in?
this is where the question comes in. Lindsay,
Yes.
what happened this morning?
Wow, we're just going to do that, huh?
We're just going, we've
Yeah,
gone movies, we're
wow,
going
okay.
kids, we're going back and forth, and then we're going to bring it back to a movie.
What movie?
I have no idea. I'm going to figure it out by the time you're done with your story.
So we had a little bit of an emotional roller coaster in our 3-year-old this morning. And, it was so funny because it started off great. Like, she came into my room. We were actually snuggling before we had to get up. And then it was, I made getting out of bed fun. Like, we were going to race to see who could get ready first. And she totally won. Yeah. Totally beat me.
Surprise.
I know. So she beat me, and wow, Sean, what did I do now? Wow.
Wow.
Man.
Okay. Hold on. How do you say this name? Luciano. Luciano?
I can't see it.
Oh, it's on the other page. It's okay.
Okay.
We're gonna. If I butcher your name, I sincerely apologize. Luciano. Luciano?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I guess got it right.
That's how I would say it.
Perfect.
Let us know if it's wrong.
If it's wrong, just be mad at Lindsay, not me.
I'll take it. Yep. Just taking all the emotions today. So Lexi was great this morning. And then I said, okay, are you ready to go brush your teeth? And she goes, no. I said, okay, well, let's go eat breakfast first. Because I bet you're hungry. Let's go fill that belly.
Right.
Because we know from previous conversations that if somebody is emotional, they're probably hungry, tired, or need to be alone. Well, she's been alone all night. She's been sleeping all night. So I'm guessing it's that third one of I'm hungry.
You should be a detective.
I know, right? Wow.
Detective Lindsay.
So I said, okay, why don't you go get in the kitchen and go get some breakfast. So she goes in the kitchen and Dad is like, okay, let's go brush your teeth.
So you guys were out of sync too.
We were out of sync because we weren't
now you're
like
confusing
he wasn't
the kids.
hearing. I know, we were totally confusing her. We weren't hearing each other's conversations of like, hey, I just told her to go get breakfast. And he's like, I just told her to go brush her teeth. And she's like, I don't know what to do. But she listens to Dad. She goes and brushes her teeth. She gets her jacket on. She's got her shoes on. She is all ready to go. She comes into the kitchen and like, I got ready super quick actually for me and was out in the kitchen getting my, getting my tea and my coffee and my water and all my drinks ready for this morning and my lunch, and realized in that moment that I didn't pack Tristan's lunch last night. So I was packing his lunch. So there was just a lot going on in our kitchen this morning.
Goodness. So
Lexi comes in and I say, okay, what do you want for breakfast? And she's like, I don't know. And I said, okay, while you think about that, will you please go get your hairbrush? Because we need to brush your hair before you leave. Mm-hmm. And she goes, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to brush my hair. No. She hates it. So her hair gets really snarly, really knotted, and it hurts. She's got a very...
This morning was the first time I've ever heard someone call the kid's hair snarly.
What do you call it?
Just knots. They're just naughty.
Oh.
Snarly.
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 It's the sound that the brush makes when you brush him. Snarls at you.
What?
Yeah.
What is this craziness? I love it.
And so she's like, no, I don't want to do that. So I actually went to Nick's suggestion, or Amber's suggestion, or Isla's school. I don't even know who gets the credit for that, but it's the green light, red light thing, or green decision, red decision, or green option, whatever. I said, okay, well, you have two options. A green option would be that you go get your brush right now and we just brush it out. The red option is that I'm going to spank you, and then you're going to go get your brush and
Yep.
I'm going to brush your hair. So you have a decision to make, and it's your choice. Like, what are you going to choose? So she thinks about it and she thinks about it. And so then I get on her level and I reiterate. I said, okay, so you have two options. You can go get your brush right now, or you can get a spanking and then go get your brush.
Either way, you're getting the brush.
Either, like, yes, that's what I'm like. This isn't negotiable. Negotiable.
That's why these people watch this show just so they can laugh at us. I swear to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I promise you. And we don't swear.
It's all laughing about me. It's not ever laughing
Elevate
at Nick.
Preschool. Oh, no, it's definitely laughing at me.
Yeah.
The bed is snarly. Fix it.
So
how do we even get through this show?
So she's like, okay. She took her deep breaths. She's like, okay, I'm going to go get my brush. And I said, okay, good. I love that you're making this decision. Thank you so much. Go get your brush now, please. I'm going to get breakfast going. I was going to finish making Tristan's lunch. And she goes, Mom, will you come with me? Or no. I'm sorry. She starts walking away. Right? Like, in my mind, it was like, success. Yes, she's going to get her brush. Like, I didn't have to spank my kid. She got caught on. What are you doing?
No. I'm sorry. She starts walking away.
I clicked the button to reply to Rosalie's comment.
Mute the page.
I'm so sorry. Keep going.
Okay, now I'm like, okay, so she starts walking away, and Dustin's like, Lexi, you need to apologize to Mom. And so she turns right around. She says, I'm sorry. I said, I forgive you, but she didn't tell me why. So, like, not a huge win there because she doesn't know why she's apologizing.
But she did what she was told.
She did what she was told. And then she starts crying again.
The child still has not eaten.
She still has not eaten.
Still has not eaten.
Yeah.
Right? Like, here. Okay, go and finish your story before I go down this road.
And so she starts crying again. So I'm like, internally, take a deep breath, Lindsay. Like, you know, she's hungry. Like, I know she's hungry. But she didn't tell me what she wanted for breakfast. I don't know what she, like, because if I'm not going to make her something, because then she's going to be like, no, I don't want this. No, I don't want this.
Right.
So I'm like, it has to be her decision. Yeah, Rosalie, I need some lessons. So I get down on her level and I say, okay, we're having a lot of emotions right now. I need you to take some deep breaths. So she did. She's like, okay, I understand that I'm having a lot of emotions right now. Y'all, I'm not even halfway done with this story. It's crazy. So I said,
I need you to speed up.
I know. So she's like, okay, Mom, will you come get this brush with me? And I said, okay, yes, let's go just take care of your hair. One thing at a time. Let's just get this done. She's 3, right? She needs one thing at a time. So I go, I brush her hair. She is crying because it's really snarly. It's really snarly.
The bed is snarly.
And so I said, we get our hair done. We go back out into the kitchen. I said, what do you want for breakfast? As we're on our way to the kitchen. And she goes, I want, blah, 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 blah. So we get out to the kitchen. She's all ready to go. And Dad's like, all right, let's go get in the car. I'm like, nope, we're going to have breakfast. She needs to eat. We're going to have some toast. And he's like, okay, let's go. Cause we got to go. We got to go.
Right.
I know. But, so we get her toast and she is like feeling out of control. So she goes to the little Tupperware cupboard and she starts putting lids on Tupperware dishes and just stacking things like in her own little bubble. And Daddy's like, I need you to get a plate. Lexi, I need you to get a plate. And so she goes to get a plate and then she goes back and then she goes back. And like, she's just like, she just can't focus. She's having a moment. She's having a hard time. So I grab the plate. I'm like, we don't have time for this. getting the plate. Lexi, I need you to pick all these Tupperwares up and put them away. And she goes, can I just finish this? Dad's like, no, we have to go. Like, we have to get in the car and go. Mm-hmm. So she starts melting down again because she hasn't eaten yet. Anyway.
So what did you learn?
I learned to take her to the kitchen and
take her to the kitchen.
Eat first before I let Dad decide to make her brush her teeth.
No. It's not that. Like you saw it, you identified it, but you still kind of let all these other things happen. When honestly, and here we go, right? If you'd gotten food into her belly, the rest of the morning probably would have gotten a lot smoother, right? If I had taken a deep breath this morning when Amber started asking her 5 whys, I could have handled that situation better. Like, it's so great how after the fact, it seems like, oh, you could have easily done this. But when you're in the moment, sometimes you forget about the little things. You forget about those little pivots. And so, you know, as an audience or as people who help other people or coach or consult with, be very careful about looking at it past tense. You weren't in the moment, because we could sit here and say, oh, yes, just get her breakfast. Wow, how silly of a parent you are. You didn't get your child breakfast. But you were getting ready. Tristan was getting ready. Dustin was getting ready, right? There's all these other things going on in the household. And sometimes that little simple answer is just a smidge out of reach.
Yeah. So something important
Sean.
that I actually left out. Yes, we fixed the snarly hair. I put it up. It was nice. It was pretty. It still needs to be. There's still snarls, but I made it workable. Okay. So she's putting away these Tupperware dishes, and Dustin looks at her and says, "As soon as we get home, we're going to bed because we're not dealing with this attitude anymore." And inside, I was like, "Oh, that was just not the right thing to say," because that's why she started melting down again. That's like, what kid who's emotional wants to hear that they have to go to bed? Like, you as an adult can say that in your head. Like, yep, we're going to go to bed early tonight.
So,
or, you know, like.
Why did he say that?
Oh, because he was frustrated.
He's frustrated too.
He was frustrated.
Absolutely. We should have left 10 minutes ago. Just judging by your story, we should have left 30 minutes ago.
10 would have been just fine.
Okay. But still, I mean, you get to think like he still has to get the kids, Lexi, to school. He still has to get to the office.
Mm-hmm.
He's about to start his work day. That's going to be a high stress work day because of his environment, right?
Yep.
Which it's not the work. It's just when you're managing people, there's stress that goes with it, right?
And last night it was funny because I got home from Bible study and Dustin was in a mood of like, I could just tell there was something off.
There's something off.
And
you have the
I walk in and I say, hey, I said, hi, I need to go do this with Amber real quick. I'll be right back. Is that okay? He goes, yes. I'm like, what's wrong? Because I can tell, right? Just from that. He's like, nothing. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go do this. I'll be back. We're going to talk about this. And I asked him again, what's wrong? Nothing. I'm like, okay, he's not ready to talk about it. That's fine. I'm going to ask him again in a few minutes. Let him keep processing. So I asked him again, and he's like, Lexi got milk out of the fridge, dropped the whole gallon of milk on the floor. Milk went everywhere. So he's like, and I'm like, okay, how did you respond to that? He goes, I asked her if she was okay. We cleaned it up. I'm like, well, that sounds good. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you internalizing this? Why is this bothering you so much? And I just kept asking him why. Because I'm like, okay, but why? And we got to the point of, he was feeling overwhelmed.
Yep.
And I was like, oh. So I'm like, okay, overwhelmed with what? What are you being overwhelmed with? What can I help? Not even what can I help with, but let me listen to you. Let me listen to what's going on. And he was like, I'm feeling stressed at work. I'm feeling stressed because of this and this and this and Tristan's birthday and you had Bible study tonight and blah, 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 blah. Like all these things just piling on this week. And I'm like, okay. So Dustin was already not in a tolerable mood, I guess.
Well, okay, so may I ask a question? I'm going to ask it anyway.
Yeah. Do you need to ask?
No.
If you can ask a question.
After you settled that, did y'all do any kind of planning to release some of that stress for the week?
We prayed.
Okay, we prayed. Good. Oh, okay, I'm about to go with that. So you need to pray, then you need to plan, and then I need a third letter, so it's a 3, so it's somehow it's a 3 thing. It's a pray, plan. Oh man, I gotta write this down.
I don't know if this is going to be a good acronym, but execute. It's a
PPE.
PPE.
Yeah, pray, plan, and then E, execute.
So I asked him, I said, is there anything that I can help take your stress off? Is there anything that I can do to help alleviate the stress or help carry the stress with you? And
process. Keep going. I'm listening.
It should be pray, process, plan.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
No. We're gonna have to flip it.
Why?
Because you did the process first, asking the 5 whys. Then you prayed about it because you were able to identify. And now, so you're gonna process figuring out the 5 whys. Then you can pray about it, and then you can create a plan. P3. Go ahead, keep going.
I don't know where I'm at.
You were talking with Dustin about what you could take off of his shoulders.
And it wasn't really anything that I could help with. So I'm like, we don't have a plan. I don't have a plan to help with this other than continue to pray for him and listen and yeah.
So then he woke up with the same amount of stress and you could feel it in the household.
I didn't really feel any extra stress.
He woke up with the same amount of stress and maybe you couldn't feel it in the household, but you could tell from his action. That is not a normal Dustin answer.
What?
When we get home, we're going to bed. That's not a normal Dustin answer, is it?
When he's frustrated.
Okay.
And it wasn't, the interactions before all the melting down were fine. So I don't know if it was like just a frustration of what had happened that morning or if it was an accumulation of everything.
It's more likely the latter of the two. You know?
I guess I'll have to ask him.
Well, are you ready for this? Oh no, man, we're at 45 minutes.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Tomorrow, we're going to take I'll ask Amber I'll get Amber's permission to share that story before I do it. So Sean, I like that. Pray, plan, pursue. That's good. I like that as well. I mean, honestly, there's you can come up with as many acronyms as you want. What works for you, right? To me, it's the process, the asking the 5 whys, so you can actually get to that grounded, the real issue, right? And then great, now that we've identified it, let's pray about it, okay? And then how do we make a plan? And then how do we pursue? Maybe it's the 4 Ps. How do we pursue that plan, right? Or it's 3 Ps with an E on it. I mean, there's so many different things you could do with this. So
make your own acronym.
So what is your? So then, why don't we?
Until we write a book, it's really up to you.
Oh my goodness, I've actually. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Yeah. No. I was about to go down another tangent. We're not gonna go down another tangent. We're gonna end the show today because it's 45 minutes.
Thank you guys so much for joining our show today. We are so grateful for you. Make sure that you like and comment so that we can pray for you. This is how you close out, right?
I know. Yeah, I love it. You're picking it up. I'm so proud of you. And when you want to come learn how to have a show, you come on with us. Okay, we're gonna teach you how to have a show. Oh, are you gonna finish?
Oh, yeah. Somebody needs your greatness today, so make sure that you be great It's Wednesday. Make sure you get your big three. We're going to be launching that big three group next Monday. So be on the lookout for that. There'll probably be a link somewhere on Nick's page, maybe the profile. Are we going to put it on the Coffee and Cookies page too?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so there'll be a link on the Coffee and Cookies page sharing that. Since today's Wednesday, you should probably have one of your big three done. If you haven't, you need to really adjust that, reevaluate those big three, and make sure that you make time. So if you need to, schedule time into your calendar, because Nick does this, or I do this actually for Nick so that he can get things done for me.
I am so proud of you. You're doing really good.
Thank you. So make sure you get some focus time in there so that you can actually get those big three done. And don't forget to...
Oh, no. Nope. I will always have the C word.
Don't forget to rise up today.
And I want you to crush it.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.